Hey guys, welcome back to another review, and today I am reviewing Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, starring Zoe Margaret Coletti, Michael Garza, Gabriel Rush, Austin Adams, Austin Zager, or Zager, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, and Javier Botet, and was directed by Andre Overdahl. I think that's how you say it, and is about on Halloween in 1968. Stella and her friends meet a mysterious drifter Ramon and uncover a sinister book of stories. Sorry about that. That was bad. Okay, so let's talk about the positives. The acting is really good. The child performances in this film is some of the best I've seen. My favorite performance comes from the actor Austin Zager, he was also my favorite character in the film. Yes, I am reviewing yet another Javier Botet movie, and yes, he is very good and creepy in the film. Even though he was only in one scene. And the effects are very good. The practical effects in this film are incredible, and some look really, really real and frightening. And the monster designs are very accurate to the book. Quick disclaimer: I've never read the books. But I have seen the illustrations, and they creep me out. And I do want to read the books. And the monsters in this movie definitely look just like them. And the film is actually pretty creepy, like a scene in a cornfield, which also has my favorite monster in the film, Harold the Scarecrow. And it was very freaky and it was freaking creepy. Same with this scene in a hospital, and the scene with Javier Botet was freaking creepy as well. And yes, even though this film is PG-13, this film proves that not every horror movie needs to be R to be scary, because this movie and the Insidious films, the 2002 Ring movie, Before I Wake, The Visit, Split, Cloverfield, Devil, Drag Me to Hell, and The Woman in Black are all PG-13 and are actually scary and give me the creeps. And this film is no exception. This film also has way more disturbing imagery than most R-rated horror films I've seen, like one scene where a boy is stabbed with a pitchfork, and at first I was like, oh yeah, it's PG-13, this couldn't possibly be scary or graphic. And the guy starts turning into a scarecrow with many creepy and slightly graphic sound effects, and even some disturbing imagery in the scene, like straw coming out of his eyes and mouth. And I was like, whoa, holy crap, this was a lot more intense than I expected. And the film is very well shot and directed, with good cinematography and good shot setups, and also has a lot of good tension building, like the cornfield scene and the hospital scene with the hugging monster. And this is from the same director of The Autopsy of Jane Doe, which I haven't seen, but I heard the direction was good, and the directing is very good here. And I like how the characters are very likable and at times funny. And no, the humor doesn't ruin the tension, which thank God for that. It's not like Us or anything. And I think they were one of the most likable characters in a horror movie, along with the horror film Haunt. And my negatives are that I think the film gets a little too dark for what the movie is. It gets a little too dark for my liking. And I do think that some of the CGI is very noticeable, and some of the characters were a little underdeveloped, like the bully character. I do like the drifter guy. He probably had the most development in the movie. And that's it. So, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is a huge surprise and way better than I could have anticipated, or I think anyone could have anticipated. I will give it a B+, and it is pretty good. It's probably one of my favorite horror movies from 2019. So I highly suggest you check it out if you haven't seen it. So if you've seen Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, what did you think about it? And if you like this review, give it a like, and I will see you guys next time.